On what would have been his 45th birthday, December 7, 1987, Harry Chapin's friends and family gathered at New York's Carnegie Hall to celebrate the life and works of the singer and humanitarian, who died in a tragic car accident in 1981. On that special evening, Harry Chapin's songs would be sung, and he would posthumously receive the nation's highest civilian honor for his commitment to justice and issues of world hunger. From that concert, it's a tribute to Harry Chapin. Featuring the words and music of Harry Chapin in performances by Bruce Springsteen, Graham Nash, Judy Collins, Richie Havens, Pat Benatar, the Hooters, the Smothers Brothers, Oscar Brand and Pete Seeger, Tom and Steve Chapin, and classic concert performances, including Taxi by Harry Chapin.
One more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved the flag me down. She got in at the lights.
Harry was that rare combination of somebody with a conscience and an ability to write a good song.
He created the awareness in this country of the phenomenon of hunger as it exists in the nation and worldwide.
Good evening. I'm Harry Belafonte, welcoming you on behalf of Harry Chapin's family and friends who have gathered here on the 45th anniversary of his birthday to remember and celebrate the story of a life. Harry's vision of mankind was a circle, brothers and sisters helping each other, with that circle constantly coming together all over the world as it does here in Carnegie Hall tonight.
And all my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle. I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. You got it, Oscar.
Now it seems like I've been here before, but I can't remember when. Still I got this funny feeling we'll all get together again. No straight lines make up my life. All my roads have bends. There's no clear-cut beginnings. Thank God no dead ends.
Help us out. All my life's a circle, because all my life's a circle. Sunrise, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. Steve, you got it.
Well, I've found you 1,000 times. I guess you've done the same. But then we lose each other. It's just like a children's game. But as I find you here again, the thought runs through my mind. Our love is like a circle.
Let's go round one more time. You know it now. All my life's a circle, because all my life's a circle. Sunrise, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's years keep rolling by, and the years keep on rolling by, bye, 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 bye.
Wonderful talent who tonight brings a surprise to at least one member of our audience, Graham Nash.
How is everybody? Sandy is the seashore, and sandy is the sea. Sandy is a clear blue sky, or so it seems to me. I can see her everywhere, in everything I see. She can turn to anything that she would like to be. Sandy is the summer's day. She laughs inside the brook. Sandy is an autumn moon. She shines down when I look. Sandy is a cozy fire on a snowy winter's night. And Sandy is the gentle rain in the early morning light. Sandy is my mirror. There are secrets in her eyes. Every single morning she dons a new disguise. And she has caught the mystery of all things wild and free. I can see the world in her, for she means the world to me. Thank you very much. Miss Sandy Chapin, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't feel I'm a genius. I would like to think I was a genius. I come from a family of very artsy-fartsy people, writers, painters, teachers, philosophers, musicians, poetesses, all kinds of people. The exciting thing of where I've come from is that I have no awe of the artistic process. The artistic process is no more noble than being a businessman, washing dishes, cooking a good souffle, doing woodwork.
Well, at age 7, I started playing classical trumpet, and then I found out the girls like guitar players better, so I shifted over.
I went to the Air Force Academy. I was indeed going to learn to fly a la taxi. When I got out there, I found I was going to spend about 90% of my time learning how to bomb, which I thought was rather redundant because of my earlier entertainment experiences. After that, I went to Cornell University for a year and a half in architecture, busted out. Came back a year later and spent a year and a half in philosophy and busted out again. And what that ends up meaning, not only could not construct a library, I wouldn't know what to inscribe around it, you know.
I was a documentary filmmaker. In many ways, that was responsible for my songwriting style. I write essentially oral movies, and I did it full-time between 65 and 71.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Judy Collins.
Thank you. It is such a thrill to celebrate, and happy birthday, Harry. We all love you. Sandy wrote the words to this song. I find it's one of the most revealing songs of all of his songs. It told about the thing they knew, which was that the life of a troubadour, the life on the road, brought with it the reality of family separations. And he had the guts to set it to music and to sing about his own sadness about those separations. He was a real person, Harry was. My child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch, bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it. And as he grew, he said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. Yes, I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then, son. Yes, we'll get together then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you show me how to throw? Not today, I've got a lot to do. He said, that's okay, and he walked away, but his smile never dimmed. I'm gonna be like him, yeah, I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. We'll get together then, son. You know we'll have a good time then. He came from college the other day, so much like a man I just had to say, I'm proud of you, son, can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I really want to do is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time. You see, the new job is a hassle and the kids have the flu. So good talking to you, Dad. So good talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me he'd grown up just like me. My boy's a lot like me. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when we'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. We'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time.
Let's not forget he was one hell of a good songwriter. Not many songwriters know how to tell a story the way he did. Not many singers know how to get a story across the way he did.
When that song first came out, a lot of people thought it was a Harry Chapin song. It used to bother me, but it doesn't bother me anymore. Now I take it as a compliment. Because the truth is, Harry Chapin wrote the best story songs.
Well, hello. This is when I do my Tom Jones imitation. Actually, it's a song that I wrote, I got about 6 or 7 years ago at the Valley Stream, Long Island Railroad station. My wife was about an hour late picking me up. Instead of getting ticked off, I imagined another railroad station 100 years ago, 1,500 miles away, where it's flat, flat, flat. Young man standing waiting to meet a woman that he was going to spend the rest of his life with. Mail order Annie. At first I did not think it could be you, but you're the only one that got off the train. So you must be my wife, Miss Annie Halsey. Yes, yes, yes I am your husband. Hello, I'm Harry Crane. Mail order Annie, never mind your crying. Your tears are sweet rain in my empty life. Mail order Annie, can't you see I'm trying to tell you that I'm glad you're here? You are the woman who's come to be my wife. You know you're not as pretty as I dreamed you'd be, but then I'm not no handsome fancy Dan, and out here looks really not important. No, no, it's what's inside a woman when she's up against the land. Mail order Annie, never mind your crying. Your tears are sweet rain in my empty life. Mail order Annie, can't you see I'm trying to tell you that I'm glad you're here. You who are the woman who's come to be my wife. You know it's not no easy life you're entering. The winter wind comes whistling through the cracks there in the sod. You know you'll never have too many neighbors. There's you, girl, and there's me, and there's God. I am just a dirt man from the North Dakota plains. You're one girl from the city who's been thrown out on her own. And I'm standing here not sure of what to say to you, except that mail order Annie lets you and me go home. Sweet rain in my empty life. Mail order Annie, can't you see I'm trying to tell you that I'm glad you're here. You who are the woman who's come to be my wife.
Coming up on a tribute to Harry Chapin, performances by Pat Benatar, Richie Havens, Bruce Springsteen, and Harry singing Taxi. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Judy Collins. Harry Chapin's ability to convey emotions and feelings through his music was extraordinary. And if you ever attended a Harry Chapin concert, you know why his wit and charm and personal involvement with his fans inspired one of the most loyal followings of any performer in America. Well, we're recapturing a bit of that magic, and the credit goes to the public television station you're watching right now. Please call with your pledge of support. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Benatar.
Let's see. I met Harry probably in 1975 in a small pub in Huntington, Long Island, when I was singing. I was singing cabaret songs and trying to make a living. And he said, you know, kid, why don't you come back? We're having auditions for the show that I'm doing at the Path Playhouse. And I said, sure. I never saw a famous person that close before, you know. So I said, sure. So I went over there, and the show was The Zinger. And The Zinger took place in a futuristic, it was kind of futuristic rock and roll musical. And the character I played was called Zephyr, and she's kind of a rough and tough rock and roll singer of the future. And the only problem was I hadn't really learned how to sing rock and roll yet, so I was a little out of place. And I remember at rehearsals they would come back and they were really nice, Harry and Steve and everybody, and you're doing great, but you gotta like rough it up a little, you know, you gotta get this a little tougher here. And I was, okay. And so Harry, I know you're listening and probably smiling, but I finally got it.
He was crazy, of course. From the first she must have known it, but still she went on with him, and she never once had shown it. And she took him off the streets, and she dried his tears of grieving. She listened to his visions, she believed in his believing. Oh, he was a sun, burning bright and brittle, and she was the moon, shining back his light a little. He was a shooting star, she was softer and more slowly. He could not make things possible, but she could make them holy, holy. He was dancing to some music no one else had ever heard. He'd speak in unknown languages, she'd translate every word. And when the world was laughing at his castles in the sky, she'd hold him in her body, and he once again would fly. Oh, he was the sun, burning bright and brittle, and she was the moon, shining back his light a little. He was a shooting star, she was softer and more slowly. He could not make things possible, but she could make them holy, holy. But she gave him a daughter, and she gave him a son. She was a mother and a wife and a lover when the day was done. When he was too far gone for giving love, what he'd offer in its stead was the knowledge she was the only thing that was not in his head. He took off east one morning in the rising sun's red glow. She knew he was going nowhere, but of course she let him go. As she stood and watched him dwindle, much too empty to be sad, he reappeared beside her and said, "You're all I've ever had." Ah, he was the sun, burning bright and brittle, and she was the moon, shining back his light a little. He was a shooting star, she was softer and more slowly. He could not make things possible, but she could make them holy. Oh, he was the sun, burning bright and brittle, and she was the moon, shining back his light a little. He was a shooting star, she was softer and more slowly. He could not make things possible, but she could make them holy, holy. We miss you.
grandfather is Kenneth Burke, a distinguished man of letters, philosopher, author,
critic,
and in this case, songwriter.
That's right. You know, Harry recorded one of his songs, One Light in a Dark Valley. And KB used to tell a story that he made more money from that one song on Harry's records than he ever made from all of his books.
KB wasn't there that night, and I remember the joy he had listening to a tape of his plaintive ballad, One Light in a Dark Valley, as performed by the Hooters.
Such brightness all around me. I won't want for any more. One light in a dark valley. The mist is falling like rain. One light in a dark valley, and I'm alone again. Thank you.
The thing that you learn in life, strangely enough, is that
If you're not willing to take all those little risks of making a fool of yourself as you go along, you're taking the biggest risk of all, and that is at age 70 or 60 or whatever, that you haven't tried all the things that you want to try. And so you're taking the risk of not having a full life.
Everybody has their own coefficient of wanting to matter. I tend, as I get older, to want to matter a lot. I want the fact that I existed to matter. I'm a greedy, hungry individual.
I had a big mouth back in the 60s saying, why don't more successful people do more for the society that allows them to be successful? And then when Taxi was a hit for me in 1972, I had the awkward moment of having to face my own bullshit. That's a technical term used in the arts business.
Commitment, in and of itself, irrespective of whether you win or not, is something that truly makes your life more worthwhile.
It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved a flag me down. She got in at the lights. Oh, where you going to, my lady blue? It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain. She just looked out the window. She said 16 Parkside Lane. Something about her was familiar. I could swear I've seen her face before. But she said, I'm sure you're mistaken. And she didn't say anything more. It took a while, but she looked in the mirror. Then she glanced at the license for my name. A smile seemed to come to her slowly. It was a sad smile, just the same. And she said, how are you, Harry? I said, how are you, Sue? Through the too many miles and the too little smiles, I still remember you. It was somewhere in a fairy tale. I used to take her home in my car. We learned about love in the back of a Dodge. The lesson hadn't gone too far. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights. I took off to find the sky. I've got something inside me to drive a princess blind. There's a wild man wizard, he's hiding in me, illuminating my mind. Oh, I've got something inside me, but it's not what my life's about. 'Cause I've been let my outside tide me over till my time runs out.
There was not much more for us to talk about. Whatever we had once was gone. So I turned my cab into the driveway, past the gates and the fine trim lawns. And she said, we must get together, but I knew it'd never be arranged. Then she handed me $20 for a $2.50 fare. She said, Harry, keep the change. Well, another man might have been angry, and another man might have been hurt, but another man never would have let her go. So I stashed the bill in my shirt. And she walked away in silence. It's strange how you never know, but we'd both gotten what we'd asked for such a long, long time ago. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights, I took off for the sky. And here she's acting happy inside her handsome home, and me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. I go flying so high when I'm stoned. And all right, Big John Wallace. Thank you. Woo! You guys are outrageous.
Harry Chapin's public career as a performer had a very special person. It wasn't a Chapin at all. Probably the most visible member of his band was Big John Wallace.
Find the strength to bear the pain, stand up till it finally falls. Now it's not just movie time, now it's you that's on the line. Now it's you that's gonna find if you can stand it all. So you circle all the wagons and you hide behind the trees, try to find your courage. By the one-man marching band, you know this is where you'd have to make your last stand. Baby, baby, it's the last stand, the last song from the last band. The last note from the last man, you gave it all you can. The cards came down to the last deal. You're a starving man in his last meal. The movie's down to the last reel, with an ending you never planned. You left me now, but so it seems, tumbling down that last stream, finding out that the final dream can disappear so fast. Watch it all just fade away, coming down to the last day, the last out, the last play. You're alone at last.
Bruce Springsteen, the Smothers Brothers, and Richie Havens singing WOLD are next on a tribute to Harry Chapin. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Peter Yarrow from Peter, Paul and Mary, Puff the Magic Dragon's buddy. Harry Chapin, his work, the person, his ethic, that's what this station is all about. That's what this program is all about. And that's what your support is all about. As a tribute to Harry and the things he sang for and believed in, give generously. Thank you from me and Puff.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Smothers Brothers.
Here's a song.
Right again.
Very day I purchased it, I christened my guitar. And a monophonic symphony, 6-string orchestra. I practice in my room at night, and they leave me alone. My mother says, you're not there yet to make the folks ride home. I played it all the talent nights. I'd finish, they'd applaud. Some called it muffled laughter. I just figured they were odd. So I went back for an encore, but they yelled they had enough. I guess I need a group to help me do my stuff. And so I dreamed a bass would join me and fill the bottom in. Maybe a piano so it wouldn't sound so thin. I need some drums, set the beat and help me keep in time. Way back in the distance, some strings would sound so fine. We'd all play together like fine musicians should. It would sound like music and the music would sound good. But in real life I'm stuck with that same old formula. Me and my monophonic symphony, 6-string orchestra.
Now, wait a minute, Tommy, that is wonderful. That was really wonderful. Congratulations. That's about the greatest guitar playing I've ever heard.
Thank you very much.
That was not a compliment.
That was.
What are you thanking me for?
Well, you said it was a great. What did you say?
I said great, wonderful. That was the greatest guitar playing I've ever heard. That was not a compliment.
Thank you very much.
That was not a compliment.
Let me just say,
Tommy.
just let me say this. I know a lot of you out there this evening are members of families, or even know people who are. And it's how seldom it is when you get a compliment from a loved one. You guys know, and when you get a compliment from a loved one or a mother or father, generally we'll often give. Sometimes we'll give compliments to strangers before we'll give a compliment to a family member. So that's why it's very special.
But why in the world would I give you a compliment?
I surprises anyone. I really didn't expect. I didn't expect it. Sent a demo tape I made to a record company. 2 came back, address unknown. 1 came back, COD. It had form letters saying nice things, like suggesting I should get a job where I did not have to sing. I dreamed a bass would join me and fill the bottom in. Maybe a piano so it wouldn't sound so thin. I need some drums, set the beat and help me keep in time. Way back in the distance, some strings would sound so fine. We'd all play together like fine musicians should. It would sound like music and the music would sound good. But in real life I'm stuck with that same old formula. Me and my monophonic symphony, 6-string orchestra.
Hangman, hangman, slack your rope. Hangman, hangman, slack your rope. Slack it for a...
That was terrific the way you crammed that stupid song into the show.
Thank you very much.
That was not a compliment.
Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. I don't care.
Hey, wait.
I don't care.
That is not the way the song goes.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Why not?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know and you don't care.
And I don't care.
You're acting like a stupid fool.
I'm running for president.
I think you're overqualified.
Thanks. Thank you very
That was
much.
not a compliment. That's not a compliment.
And so I dreamed bass would join me and fill the bottom in. Maybe a piano so it wouldn't sound so thin. I need some drums to hit the beat and help me keep in time. Way back in the distance, some strings would sound so fine. And we'd all play together like fine musicians should. It would sound like music and the music would sound good. In real life I'm stuck with that same old formula. Me and my monophonic symphony, 6-string orchestra.
Harry may have been the single most unselfish person I've ever met in my life. When he was really involved in this hunger project, he would do 150 shows a year for hunger. And he would donate, he would make $3,000 or $4,000 a night, and he would donate all this money to the hunger projects that he had. He had a way of touching people's emotions unlike anybody that I've ever seen in songs that he wrote.
Ladies and gentlemen, Richie Havens!
Surprise, we're in tune.
Hello, honey, it's me. What did you think when you heard me back on the radio? What did the kids think when they found it was their long-lost daddy-o? Remember when we listened to the radio, and I said that's the place to be. And then I got a job as an FM jock the day you married me. Now it's 2 kids and I was into AM rock. Had to run around. It's been 8 years since I've seen you, babe. Tell you what's going down. I am the morning DJ on WOLD, playing all the hits for you, wherever you may be. That good morning voice is heard but never seen. Feeling on the 45, going on 15. The drinking I did on my last big gig made my voice go low. They said they wanted the young sound when they let me go.
So I went up to Oklahoma to get myself a late night talk show. And I made it back home again, yeah, to Boise, Idaho. That's the way the business goes. I am the morning DJ on WOLD, playing all the hits for you wherever you may be. That great good morning voice, heard but never seen. Feeling over 45, going on 15.
I've been making extra money doing high school summer hops. I'm a big time guest MC. You should hear me talking to the little children and listen what they say to me. I got a spot on the top of my head, just waiting for a new toupee, and a tie around my gut from sitting on my, but it's never gonna go away.
Sometimes I get this crazy dream, wanna take off in my car. You can travel on 10,000 miles, still stay where you are. So maybe I stop jockeying, settle and get that record store. Maybe I will settle down if you take me back once more. Take me back once more. Okay, honey, I see he's much better than me. Okay, gal, I understand. You don't have to worry, I'm such a lucky man. I am morning DJ on WOLD, playing all the hits for you wherever you may be. That great good morning voice, heard but never seen. All of 45, going on 15. I am the morning DJ on WOLD.
On this evening, Harry Chapin was posthumously given the highest civilian honor the United States can bestow. The Special Congressional Gold Medal was awarded Harry for his devotion to the issue of hunger around the world. This medal has been given by Congress to only 114 citizens in the more than 200 years since the country was founded. Only 4 other songwriters have received the medals: George and Ira Gershwin, George M. Cohan, and Irving Berlin. Other recipients include George Washington, Robert F. Kennedy, Thomas Edison, and now Harry Chapin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Springsteen.
I met Harry in 1978. I was in the studio. He was making a record in another studio, and he came smiling up to me and started talking to me. And 20 minutes went by, 30 minutes went by. Talked about everything, politics, music. I said, he's a nice guy. Next night I came in, Harry comes bounding up, smiling again. Starts talking to me. 30 minutes goes by. So finally, I used to try to hide from him. I'd come in and I'd ask the secretary if Harry was in the lobby. And I'd sneak in the studio. So we went out to California to mix, and I'm standing on this balcony, third floor of this motel, and I hear, hey, hey. I look down and there's Harry. And he starts talking to me. Talks to me for about 40 minutes, standing down there looking up. He was trying to get me to do something, And he said one thing that I always remembered. He said, gee, I play one night for me and one night for the other guy. And later on, when I was trying to put my music to some pragmatic use, I remembered what he said. Not being bent to extremism, I wasn't as generous as he was, but well, he's probably laughing right now. Anyway, do this for you. Remember when the music came from wooden boxes strung with silver wire? And as we sang, the words would set our hearts on fire to believe in things, and so we'd sing. Remember when the music brought us all together to stand inside the ring, and as we joined hands we'd meet in the refrain, with dreams to live and hope to give. Remember when the music was the best of what we dreamed of for our children's time. And as we worked, we sang, 'cause we knew time was just a line. Gift to save, gift the future gave. Remember when the music was a rock that we could cling to so we'd not despair. And as we sang, we knew we'd hear an echo in the air. And if we weren't smiling, we'd smile again. Yeah, and all the times I listened, and all the times I heard, and all the melodies I'm missing, and all the magic words, all the beautiful voices, and the choices we had then. I hope to find we got those kinds of choices once again. I remember when Sandy sent me this tape, I listened to it and I said, gee, this is a little on the corny side. And I sat down and I tried to think what the song was about. And I guess there was a time when people felt that music provided you with a greater sense of unity, a greater sense of shared vision and purpose than it does today. In my generation, we were the generation that was going to change the world. Somehow we were going to make it a little less lonely, a little less hungry, a little more just place. But it seems that when that promise slipped through our hands, we didn't replace it with nothing but lost faith. And now we live in times are pretty shattered. I got my music, you got yours. The guy up the street, he's got his. And you could kind of sit back and say, not cynically, but truthfully, well, maybe all men are not brothers. And maybe we won't ever know who or what we really are to each other. But I think Harry instinctively knew that it was going to take a lot more than just love to survive. That it was going to take a strong sense of purpose, a duty, and a good, clear eye on the dirty ways of the world. So in keeping his promise to himself, he reminds us of our promise to ourselves. And that tonight, alongside Harry, it's that promise that his spirit would have us remember and honor and recommit to. So do something, and may his song be sung. Remember when the music was aglow on the horizon of the newborn day, and as we sang, the sun come up and chased the dark away, and life was good, for we knew we could. Remember when the music brought the night across the valley as the day went down, and as we hummed the melody, we'd be safe inside the sound, and so we'd sleep to awake with dreams and promises to keep.
A tribute to Harry Chapin will be right back with the Chapin Anthem Circle and a wonderful performance of Tangled Up Couple.
Public television is making this wonderful tribute to Harry Chapin possible this evening. So join me in applauding this station by calling the number on your screen and pledging your support. Thank you very much.
This young lady is well known to Broadway audiences and was the critics' rave in Harry Chapin's Lies and Legends at the Village Gate. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Terry Klausner. Look at you, the top kid.
Makeup and rinses and things. You
while we played tag for 5 minutes in the yard. Well, just for a moment, I caught you off guard. And I'm a tangled puppet, all hanging in your strings. I'm a butterfly in a spider's web, fluttering my wings. And the more that I keep dancing and spinning round in knots, the more I see what used to be, and the less of you I've got. But now you write your secret poems in a room just for your dreams. You don't find time to talk to me about the things you mean. What I mean is, I have watched you take shape from a jumble of parts and find the grace and form of a fine work of art. Hey, you, my brand new woman, newly come into your own. Don't you know that you don't need to grow up all alone?
Let's go out with a blaze of glory. Song that's the Chapin anthem. Because all my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. Well, it seems like I've been here before. I can't remember when, but I got this funny feeling that we'll all get together again and again. There's no straight lines make up my life. All these roads have bends. There's no clear-cut beginnings, and so far no dead end. Help us out, all my life's a circle, because all my life's a circle. Sunrise, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle. I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round, years keep rolling by. I've still found you 1,000 times. I guess you've done the same. But then we lose each other. It's just like a children's game. As I find you here again, the thought runs through my mind. Our love is like a circle. Let's go around one more time. You know it now, all my life, because all my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown, the moon rolls through the
when in doubt, do something. Because in the long run, we're not sure about a prior life or an afterlife, but what we can do is maximize what we have in this brief flicker of time and be hungry for experience, hungry for meaning.
I can see myself, it's golden sunrise. Young boy, open up your eyes. It's supposed to be your day. Now off you go, horizon bound, and you won't stop until you found your own kind of way. And the wind will whip your tousled hair, the sun, the rain, the sweet despair, brave tales of love and strife. And somewhere on your path to glory, you will write your story of a life.
This is PBS.